Want to unlock the full potential of your Q card? Discover how to seamlessly register it online and enjoy exclusive benefits effortlessly. To get there, though, we actually have to take this totally fascinating journey today. We're going to connect the massive, real-world physical infrastructure of a Texan airport right down to the super intricate digital registration systems of financial networks across the globe. So let's just dive right into this explainer.
Okay, so what do a Houston mega airport, a New Zealand credit line, and a Connecticut university actually have in common? I know, it kind of sounds like the setup to a really weird joke, right? But to unlock the full potential of these wildly diverse systems, you need a very specific digital key. This key is exactly what effortlessly guides you out of the physical world, buses, cafeterias, job sites, and drops you right into a highly structured digital architecture that is designed to verify exactly who you are.
Here's a quick look at our roadmap for today. 1. Houston's IAH Mega Hub. 2. The Metro Q Card. 3. Global Q Card networks. And 4. Digital registration architectures.
Starting off with Section 1, Houston's IAH Mega Hub, navigating the physical.
46.1 million. Think about that for a second. That is the literally staggering number of passengers who navigated the massive 100,000 square kilometers George Bush International Airport back in 2023. Because it's this giant international transfer hub, it requires these incredibly robust logistical frameworks to keep everything moving smoothly. We're talking skyways, subway train systems, the whole shebang, just to manage the sheer flow of humanity.
And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates our macro to micro pivot for today. See, once you physically navigate through the sprawling spaces of terminals A through E, you have to transition to navigating digital transit systems if you want to efficiently get yourself downtown to Houston. You're shifting from walking this massive physical footprint to suddenly needing a digital verification tool just to hop on the city bus.
Moving on to Section 2, the Metro Q Card, bridging the gap.
So, to get downtown cheaply and efficiently, you're definitely going to want to transition away from digging around for exact change, right? You want a digitally managed transit account. But to actually register for a student Metro Q fare card, which gives you awesome half-price fares, you can't just click a button online and be done with it. You have to gather very specific verification documents depending on your education level before applying. K through 12 students, they just need a report card or a school ID. But if you're in college, the burden of proof is way higher. You need a government-issued photo ID, proof of credit hours, and a class schedule with a tuition receipt. It is a really strict gateway connecting your physical proof of identity to your digital transit benefits.
Okay, so the Houston Q Card gets you downtown, but what exactly does a Q Card do if you're standing in New Zealand or the UK? It turns out this simple transit card shares a name with a completely different set of global networks, and this poses a really fascinating question about how digital registration systems are branded and architected all over the world. Let's see how these exact same two words unlock totally different doors depending on where you are on the map.
Section 3. Global Q Card networks, a comparative look.
When we lay out these global networks side by side, the Q Card identity shifts dramatically. We just looked at Texan Transit, but over in New Zealand, it's a massive financial and credit line. Up at Quinnipiac University in Connecticut, it's your essential academic ID. And across the pond in the United Kingdom, it's a vocational safety verification card for construction workers. It's literally the exact same name, but with wildly different digital registration pathways. Take the Quinnipiac Academic Q Card, for example. The initial setup is super physical. Students have to actually show up, present a valid picture ID in person, like a passport or driver's license, just to get the plastic card. But once it's issued, the digital management of their daily lives, stuff like checking meal plan balances or adding Q-Bucks deposits, shifts entirely online, or right onto the Blackboard e-accounts app on their smartphones. Oh, and definitely try not to lose it, because the digital system tracks that too, and it's going to set you back $10 for a replacement.
Now, over in the UK, the architecture completely shifts towards safety and compliance. Vocational construction workers have to use specific GQA reference numbers to register their CSCS Q cards online. This particular system requires them to input their postcode and upload a profile image. This creates a highly secure, verifiable digital profile that officially proves they have the qualifications to safely step onto a physical job site.
Meanwhile, jumping over to the financial sector, the stakes get much higher. And surprisingly, manual hurdles are actually still a thing. If you want to unlock a high approval limit on the New Zealand Q MasterCard, you have to navigate an extra digital to manual bottleneck. You actually have to complete an online statement of position form, which doesn't just auto-approve. It gets sent directly to a new business team for a real human assessment, which usually takes a full working day.
And that brings us to Section 4, Digital Registration Architectures, a step-by-step guide.
So if you want to maximize your benefits, you absolutely need to understand exactly how to get set up on these platforms. Let's look really closely at New Zealand's credit system. We can heavily contrast the legacy registration process of the original NZ Q card with the totally self-service modern architecture of the newer Q MasterCard. It's honestly a perfect timeline showing just how fast digital registration has evolved.
Look at the legacy Q card. It uses this distinctly clunky, hybrid workflow. You can't just do it all on your phone. After visiting the official Q card website and entering the 12-digit card number from the front of your card, the digital flow just stops. You actually have to pick up the phone and physically call customer service at 800-11-7000 to verify your identity. Only after you pass that human verification checkpoint are you finally given temporary credentials to go back online and set a custom logon ID. Conversely, creating your account and activating the modern Q MasterCard is completely digital and super frictionless. The system guides you right through downloading the mobile app, inputting a 10-digit customer ID, and completing verification using an SMS temporary password. Then you enter your card details, specifically the 3-digit CVC from the back, set up your 4-digit PIN, and crucially, you can enable biometric security like fingerprint or facial recognition. It is highly secure, totally seamless, and you never have to speak to a human being.
Now let's jump to the American QVC Q card, which is managed by Synchrony Bank. Registering your account through their credit portal requires a much stricter set of personal identifiers. Before you can activate any online features or unlock benefits like Easy Pay or AutoPay, you have to verify your full account number, your billing zip code, your exact date of birth, and the last 4 digits of your social security number.
And because this is a centralized banking portal, the system architecture demands highly secure credentials. You have to make sure your financial data is protected, right? So the parameters here are incredibly strict. You have to select a username between 6 and 50 characters long. And for password creation, your password needs to be this complex string, anywhere from 7 to 64 characters long. It's a very rigid framework, but it's designed to keep the digital keys to your finances incredibly safe.
Now, really quickly, please note that while this guide is comprehensive and accurate at the time of creation, providing you with actionable steps to get registered today, policies and procedures may change. Security protocols get updated and online interfaces evolve all the time. For the latest updates, always refer to the official Q-Card website before beginning your registration or troubleshooting any issues. So we have traveled from the sprawling, 46 million passenger physical footprint of a massive Texan airport, right down into the highly secure micro-level digital architectures of global finance and academia. It's honestly incredible how a simple piece of plastic and a digital login can bridge these worlds so perfectly. It definitely leaves us wondering, how will these verification systems further integrate our daily lives tomorrow? What will your digital keys unlock next? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I hope you found immense practical value in it. I encourage you to act on these steps immediately. Register your accounts and, hey, drop a comment below sharing your own experiences. See you in the next one.